Michelle, thank you for arranging Mom's funeral. Jay and I could not have done it without your help. I just wanted to take a moment to express my sincere gratitude and appreciation for everything you've done for our family for a long time. Your kindness, patience, and understanding have meant so much to us, and we're truly grateful for all the sacrifices you've made on our behalf. Thank you, Michelle, for being there for Mom when she needed you the most. We cannot thank you enough for your dedication over the past 7 years, and we will always remember your generosity and selflessness. I mean it when I say this. If it weren't for you, we would have had much harder time sending Mom away. I am truly grateful for all the help and support you provided us during this difficult process. We could not have done it without you.
Hi, Ruth. I did it for Betty. She treated me like her own daughter rather than her daughter-in-law during her lifetime, and I should reciprocate that level of affection. It's sad that I can't do more for her now.
I'm thankful and everything, but if someone who didn't know us saw us, they might think that you are her daughter and I'm her daughter-in-law. You were crying so uncontrollably when Mom was carried away to the crematorium that you almost fainted, and I felt awkward and embarrassed standing next to you. As her biological daughter, I tried to remain calm and composed, but seeing you crying like that made me wonder what others would think of me.
You didn't have to try to remain calm and composed. You were allowed to lose it. It was your mom who passed.
I didn't want to show crying uncontrollably to anyone unlike someone I know. It's not that I don't appreciate your love and affection toward my mom, but it's important to maintain a certain level of decorum and composure during formal events like funerals. I understand that you loved her dearly, and losing her is a deeply emotional experience, but you went overboard. We need to think about how our actions and behaviors might be perceived by others. We don't want to give the wrong impression or create unnecessary misunderstandings.
What wrong impression or unnecessary misunderstandings? The part where her own daughter couldn't stop smiling from the beginning to the end of her funeral process, and her daughter-in-law was so opposite of her?
Was I supposed to cry out loud in front of the guests like you? That wouldn't be polite to the guests who came to pay their respects. Mom was sick all the time due to minor and major illnesses, but she lived until the age of 73, which can be considered a blessing. I don't think it was necessary for you to cry and make a scene to that extent. Don't you think it's better for Mom to rest in peace in heaven, free from the suffering of illness and living without dignity, who was unable to even get up from her bed or take care of herself without your help? Nowadays, people say that the 70s are the new 50s, but Mom couldn't enjoy that. It must have been pitiful for her to be like that in front of her daughter-in-law, even if she never said such a thing. It seemed like a good thing for both Mom and you, but was it really necessary for you to cry so much like that?
You claim to care so much about your mom, but you couldn't even be there for her final moments. What an irony, right? Betty spent the last 3 days before her passing desperately waiting and calling out your and your brother's names. Why didn't you bother to visit her at the hospital? Not even once?
I told you I was busy. You might not know how a mom's life is because you don't have a child, but I don't have the luxury of going to a hospital because I'm a mom. I don't have time for that. And how was I supposed to bring my 3-year-old child to the hospital to see my dying mom? What if something happened and my little one got scared or traumatized? She had to go, but we must continue living our lives. I can't wait by her bed endlessly when I don't know when she's going to pass, putting my own baby aside. Mom would surely understand because she was a mother too.
Did you have to hurt Betty's feelings like that when you're also a mom raising your own child? I'm really disappointed. You left all the caregiving and hospital bills to me. And on top of that, you didn't even fulfill your duty to be there for your own mom's passing. And then you showed up at the funeral smiling, as if nothing had happened. Is your little brain filled with cotton flowers or something?
Don't you think you're the one who lived foolishly without a brain? You're the one who gave up everything for a stranger who has not shared a drop of the same blood. You must be an idiot.
Excuse me?
I am grateful to you for being a faithful caregiver for my mom for the past 7 years. Thanks to you, I was able to send her to heaven without getting my hands dirty even once, and I was able to inherit our mother's assets as well. She must have secretly accumulated a great deal of wealth. What should you do when I'm the one who is receiving the inheritance instead of you when you did all the work? The thought of receiving free money is so exciting that I can't sleep and focus on anything. It's a shame that you don't know what I'm talking about.
Is that why you were smiling all through the funeral like a psychopath?
Yes, I was. So what? Wouldn't it be the same for you, me, or anyone else? No one hates money in this world. Everyone tries to make a lot of money, and free money is even better. If I inherit the money from Mom, I can buy a spacious single-family house with a big yard and a luxurious car like a Tesla. What about you, though? Poor Michelle. You have been my mom's hands and feet for 7 years, but unfortunately the law does not recognize you as an heir. I guess that means a daughter-in-law is an outsider. It must be very unfair to you, but the law strictly specifies a daughter-in-law cannot be an heir. What can we do about that, right? Should I say, I'm sorry for you not getting anything after what you've done for my mom? It would be better for your mental health to give up on it sooner than later, because that's the law, and you'll never be able to get it. Jay and I have made decisions already. I'll take the money, and Jay will take the house, so don't be shameful and try to take them when they clearly don't belong to you, okay? We're going to see the attorney today for the inheritance process. You don't need to show up just because you're Jay's wife. You're not invited, and not welcomed.
It's truly a shame that you two are now so eager to lay your hands on your mother's hard-earned assets, when you never showed compassion toward her for such a long time. For 7 years, you never bothered to lend a helping hand when it was needed, nor did you care enough to change a single diaper. And yet, now that she's passed away, you're suddenly interested in what she left behind. It's sad when greed takes over familial ties and the love and respect you have for your mother is overshadowed by a desire for material possessions. If you truly had any affection for her, you would have been there for her when she needed you the most. You would have been by her side, tending to her needs and easing her pain, but you were never there. Although she didn't say anything, she must have felt hurt and disappointed by your and Jay's behaviors. It's hard to imagine the pain she must have gone through, being neglected by her own children when she was in need. And now, in her absence, you're only interested in what you can gain from her assets. But the truth is, material possessions hold no value in comparison to the love and respect we have for our loved ones. If you actually cared about your mother, you would have been there for her when she needed you, and the issue of her assets would not even be a concern. In the end, her legacy is not in the assets she left behind, but in the memories of love she shared with her children and grandchild.
Who do you think you are, giving me a lecture about my mom and whatever? You're crossing a line when you're about to be dumped by my brother. You're going to be left with nothing pretty soon, but I guess you're not aware of that, are you?
Am I? What do you mean?
Did you not notice that my brother has been seeing someone behind your back? I wonder how you didn't realize your husband was having an affair for years. You should have paid attention to your husband rather than devoting yourself to caring for your mother-in-law. It's sad to see you being abandoned by my brother after what you've done for his mom for such a long time. This is why it's significant to prioritize what's more important and what comes first in your life.
Is that true? Jay has been cheating on me behind my back for years?
Wait and see if you don't believe me. He's going to declare a divorce pretty soon. I think I've told you enough about what's going on. I told you everything for your sake as a token of appreciation for taking care of my mom. Take care of it on your own from this point on. All I care about is my share of the inheritance. I don't care how my brother's marriage or divorce goes. Good luck.
I just heard something funny from Ruth. Don't you have anything to say to me?
Like what? Oh, right. I almost forgot to say. I should say thank you for everything. Honey, thank you so much for everything that you've done for my mom and my family. As her son, I am incredibly grateful for all that you've done for my mom. 7 years of devoted care is a monumental feat that not many people are capable of, and it speaks volumes about your love and dedication towards her. But what truly touched my heart was when you went above and beyond to make sure that her passing away was peaceful and dignified. The formal and respectful atmosphere that you created during her final moments was a testament to the love and respect that you had for her. It was a beautiful and fitting tribute to the amazing woman that she was and the incredible life that she led. I know that she would have been proud of the way that you honored her memory. Thank you for being an incredible daughter-in-law and for always putting our family first. I owe you a great deal of debt of gratitude that I promise to repay in my next life.
What the hell are you talking about? If you think you owe me, you should repay me in this life. What kind of next life are you talking about?
That's because I'm not someone who can love multiple women at the same time. Besides, I'm a person who is too inadequate. I can hold only one person in my heart, and unfortunately, that person is not you. I'll be honest, since it seems like you've already heard everything, I'm in love with someone else, and I want you to let me go. I appreciate all that you've done for me and my family, but I want to spend the rest of my life without any regrets, and that means being with the woman I love. She's the one true love of my life, and I want to grow old with her as my official spouse. To do that, I need you to divorce me.
Are you saying that you want to live with the love of your life now that your mother has passed away and you no longer need me to take care of her?
Regrettably, yes, you're correct.
What was I to you? Was I just a caregiver and a maid who took care of your mother and you?
There's no need for you to be so pessimistic about it. Marriage doesn't have to exist only in one form, right? There are countless reasons why people get married, such as for love, money, fame, or even just appearances. I married you because I needed a woman who could take care of my mom and support me, that's all. I needed you one way or the other. It was just not necessarily for a traditional form of love.
You're confidently asserting such nonsense as if it were the truth. That's ridiculous.
Isn't marriage supposed to be done for the purpose of achieving a goal? Isn't it marriage to consider it for one's own benefit? Didn't you think that way? Why didn't you?
So, you're saying your purpose of marrying me was to use me as your mother's caregiver and your maid, and you don't need me anymore because she's gone. Is that what it is?
Now things have happened already. It seems like your situation will only become more pathetic if you think about it that way. Let's break up. It's about time to say goodbye to each other. Please, divorce me and get the hell out of my house. I'll go through the proper process of property division, and I'll make sure that you get an appropriate amount of assets and properties on top of alimony. Don't worry about that. But you need to get out of the house because I'm getting this house from Mom. It's mine, and I don't invite you into this house to live together.
Did you just say property division? You've been coming up with all sorts of excuses all this time to spend money? What property are you talking about? Do you even have any property to divide? You don't have anything left. I'll pack up your belongings in a box and leave them outside the door for you to pick up. Go to the love of your life with that. This time, it's a marriage based on love, so I hope you live happily ever after, loving each other until death do you part.
Were you not listening to me? Have you finally lost it after being dumped by me and losing Mom who you leaned on? I thought I said that I'm getting this house, which means it's mine, and I don't want to live with you anymore.
You really need to get your facts straight. It's audacious to see such things for someone who has never taken care of his mother, who was bedridden for 7 years. Do you seriously think you can inherit this house? Do you think your sister can inherit her mother's assets? It's all just a pipe dream, as long as I'm alive and well. Even if I die, you won't get anything. We'll soon be divorced and become strangers, remember? You'll soon be another woman's husband.
What the hell are you talking about? I don't follow at all.
Of course you don't. How could you understand when you've never paid attention to your mom or me? This house was gifted to me by Betty a year ago, so there's absolutely no way you will inherit it. On top of that, she also has gifted all of her money to me. So make sure to tell your sister that as well. Tell her that she's the one who shouldn't be shameful and try to take the assets when they clearly don't belong to her. Prepare her for a shock that might feel like a bolt from the blue. I won't be able to take care of anyone who falls down this time because I won't be your wife anymore, remember? You should ask the love of your life to take care of you and your sister. Your love should be able to do that for you, right?
I don't believe that. I'm calling Ruth right now. This is an important matter that we have to fight over between the two of us and you alone.
Did you say my mom gifted everything to you, including her house and money? There's no damn way that can be true. Why are you taking all my mom's property when you're a total stranger? They belong to us. We're her children, not you. That's the law. What kind of dirty trick did you use to her that made her give you everything she had? Tell me.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I have never used any kind of tricks.
If you didn't do anything, why did my mom give you the house and money? Confess everything you've done and give back the house and money. Otherwise, I'll find the best lawyer and take everything away from you. Give it all back when I ask nicely.
I just accepted what she wanted to give me. So how can you take them away from me? Do you think you can just take everything away with the help of a top lawyer if I don't give it to you? Don't you still get why she had to make such a painful decision? Why do you think she gave it to me instead of her own children? If you could tell me just one thing that you two did for her during the 7 years she was bedridden, please, go ahead.
I didn't have time to take care of or pay attention to Mom because I was too busy working and making money for the both of you. Isn't that what all men do? Don't you think things at home should be taken care of by you as long as I provide the money?
Don't you dare make excuses. Instead of watching TV and playing games on your phone while lying on the couch, you could have spared a second looking at your mother's face, holding her hand, and having a few words with her. What kind of son doesn't check in on his mother when she's in the hospital or recovering from surgery? Were you even interested if she was sick or not? Do you think you deserve to be called her son after being so negligent about your own mother?
I said I was busy working and putting food on the table.
I was busy too, raising a kid and taking care of my own family. Why are you making such a big deal of it when taking care of your mother-in-law is supposed to be her daughter-in-law's responsibility? It's how it's supposed to be.
Have you ever seen the bitter expression in your mother's eyes as she weakly smiled at the nurse's words, "Your daughter is so devoted to her mom," every time she was hospitalized? She didn't even hope for any care from you. She just wished you came and showed your face to her. Was that too much to ask for her? Do you know what your mother talked about the most until she passed? She said she cried tears of joy when she gave birth to you. You were her first child and she loved you so much. She woke up in the middle of the night multiple times to check if you were breathing because she was worried about your small, fragile life. Then she woke up again to see if you were sleeping well. Your mother talked about every milestone in your life, from your first words to your first steps, to the day you told her about your first boyfriend, going to college, getting a job, getting married, getting pregnant, and giving birth to your child. She talked about your growth process over and over again, and her expressions of peace, happiness, and sadness while talking about you are still vivid in my mind. What about you? What is the image of your mother in your head as her daughter? While she couldn't stop thinking and talking about you until she closed her eyes, how did you picture your mother?
Did she really miss me and think about me so much? Yeah, that's how it used to be back then. There were times when she was the best and I couldn't live without her. I remember all the things she did for me and how much she loved me. She was always there for me, even when things were tough. She would listen to my problems and offer words of wisdom and encouragement. She was my biggest cheerleader and my best friend. But why did it turn out like this? Suddenly I miss her so much, but she's gone to a place where I can never see her again. I want to hear her voice and tell her I love her and she will listen to me, but she is gone forever from this world. It's hard to accept that she's really gone.
Ruth, what is wrong with you? Oh, wake up, don't be fooled by Michelle. Don't you realize we're gonna lose everything to her if you're being so emotional like this? Money is all we have left now. Mom is gone already, and we can't do anything about that. But we can do something about her assets. So keep it together and let's hold on to what we have left. Don't let Michelle take everything from us.
Hey, you are the one who should be snapped out of it. Did you have to be a monster just because I did? How could you do that to Mom after what she did for you? You left everything to Michelle and had fun with another woman, and you're still being like a lazy bum acting recklessly. Apologize to Michelle right now and repent sincerely to Mom like you mean it.
How am I supposed to stand back on my feet when even you're doing this to me? My heart is already broken with grief and regret for Mom, and if you act like that too, then what am I supposed to do? Michelle, I am so sorry, honey. I was a fool. Don't ever forgive me. I know how hard and painful it was for you to take care of my mom, who was a stranger to you. I am really sorry.
It's right that you should apologize for your infidelity, but I never thought taking care of Betty was painful and hard. One day I happened to take a look at her wallet. Inside the wallet, there was a photo of her and me that was taken on a spring day when the daffodils were in full bloom. Behind the photo, there was a note that said, "With my beloved daughter." I wasn't just a daughter-in-law to her, but her own daughter. So when she offered to give me the house and the money, I gladly accepted them because I am her daughter and she is my mother.
I am so sorry, Michelle, and thank you so much for everything that you've done.
After that, I divorced my husband and I got a fat payout from alimony. Knowing that he didn't have that kind of money, I assume he took out a loan. I also heard from a mutual friend that he broke up with his mistress and cried out loud saying that he couldn't even dream of getting back together with me due to his lack of shame. It made me feel a bit sad, but that's as far as it goes. The mirror that I cherished and kept clean has already been shattered. It can't go back to the way it was. As for my sister-in-law, there was no mention of the money or house after that, and I heard that she was working hard along with her husband. I'm sure my mother would be proud of her children who are repenting and trying to live right, although it was a little bit late. I am living every day with gratitude for the house and money that my mother left me. It's still lonely and empty living alone in the house where she and I used to live together, but at the same time I'm happy to live in the house where I can cherish the memories of her. Although she was gone to a place where she can never return, I hope she can live there without pain, sadness, or longing toward her children. Like the photo we took on the day when the daffodil flowers were in full bloom, I hope my mother, myself, my husband, and my sister-in-law all have a happy future. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe for more videos.
Hey Mike, what do you mean you don't want me coming with you to the viewing of that new house? I just came back from a long trip overseas and was ready to finally go out and find a place with you. Shouldn't both the husband and wife be there to see the house that they both plan on living in?
Huh? This place isn't gonna be your house, so why would I ask you to come along? I'm the breadwinner in this family, so you listen to what I've said and stay quiet.
What are you talking about? This new house is the place I paid for with my own money when I first signed for it, right? I used the money I had been saving up for the past 10 years on this place. So what is this about the house now being my place, but only yours?
And I've told you before, it means exactly what it means. This house is not gonna have the space in it for you to come live with me, so it's not yours. After all, this is gonna be the new house for my new girlfriend and I to enjoy our lives together. Also, when it comes to whatever money you have, it belongs to the breadwinner, right? So don't you dare complain to me about that one.
Huh? I have no idea what you mean by that.
You have always been so dang annoying for the longest time now. I want an annoying witch like you to get lost and never come back.
This is the last straw, Mike. Are you sure you don't feel as though you're making a massive mistake right about now? Because you've known about this new house being built for a long time, and you never told me any of this about how you're going to take the place, or was that your plan? Have me go through all the effort of funding and planning the house, and when it was finished, taking it from my hands? You are awful.
Say whatever you want. The only benefits you ever had to me was the fact that I could take whatever money I wanted from ya. Besides that, you're an annoying witch in your 30s who has nothing else to offer.
Well, if you think that my age matters, then what about you, mister, almost turning 40?
I'm a guy, so it doesn't matter how old I am. I was totally right for relying on you for only your money and then having my name put on that house once I found my new woman. Well, now that you've given me all your money, I have no more use for you. I'll live in this house with my new girlfriend, so you're out. I'm gonna have that old house we've been living in turned inside out, then I'm gonna sell the land, and then I'm using that money to pay for an engagement ring for the lady.
You really are the most selfish person I've ever had the misfortune of being around.
Go ahead and call me whatever you want. You've been the one leeching off me the whole time we've been together, so I'm not taking a word you say seriously.
Well, that house we've been in happens to be the house your parents gave you. But sure. You only spent all this time with me just to get access to all my hard-earned money, right? And that's because you make squat at the job you're working.
What are you talking about now? It's because of me that you've been allowed to have this wonderful life at my side. Especially since you put all your money into that new house while it's been under construction.
Right, so that's what you've thought. All right then, I'm done here.
Whoa, what's wrong? Have you finally found it okay to be the loser? Well, that's perfect for the both of us. Now you get out of my house, you annoying witch!
Mike, are you not going to talk with me about any of this?
Huh? I have no need to talk with you anymore.
Is that so? Well then, let me just text you about a few things. I'm going to ask you a few questions regarding all of this, and then I'll be off. First, why did you end up cheating on me?
Cheating on you? You really have no manners, do you? Do you even have any evidence of me cheating on you with another woman? I just happen to have a lady who I've grown fond of while with you, and that's all.
Well, if the two of you have been having a relationship while you've still been with me, then that means you've been cheating on me.
Shut the hell up, you annoying witch! That's the reason why I stopped loving you years ago. I happen to be more interested in women that are quiet and let me do as I please, unlike the constant back-talking witch that you are.
Well, then tell me, why did you ever end up marrying me? If you had any issues with the kind of person I am, then you should have been aware of that before asking my hand in marriage, correct?
I just came to learn the truth about you after the fact. And when that happened, I found myself a new woman who happens to have this wonderful and young face and is willing to listen to every word I say to her. I seriously don't need myself some annoying old woman who thinks she's equal to me or something.
I'm starting to get the feeling that you aren't going to shut up until you've said every last thing about what you hate about me.
Let me tell you right now that you aren't going to be getting any more money from me. And if you choose to divorce me, there won't be any settlement coming from me either. But that's right. You don't want to get a divorce now, do you? Well, I don't really care about what you do and don't want. I hope you can manage without the breadwinner in your life anymore.
Ugh. I was really hoping that we could get somewhere here, or at the very least I could. But you just think that you're on top of the world right now and that you can do whatever you want with me.
Huh?
Do you understand what I'm saying to you? You must not have a single clue of what you're doing to yourself right now after all of this. It's kind of making me laugh on the inside seeing you act without knowing the first thing about your reality. Let me ask you this. Are you planning to marry that other girl then?
Are you so shocked that you were never able to put two and two together? Of course I plan to marry her! That lady happens to be leagues above you in terms of wife material, and so I'll make her just that. But I'm sure you can't tell that because you're such a brainless idiot!
Calling someone else an idiot when you're the king of them is not making any sense to me, lol. Ah, man. The last chance you had to at least make yourself look a little good here has passed, and without you even noticing it. Hey, did you really think that I never noticed you were cheating on me for a long time now?
Huh?
You know dang well that I've known about your other chick. Do I look that dense of a woman or something to you? Hey, have you taken a good look at the mail sitting in your mailbox? It's about that time now, so I'd assume that what I'm talking about is sitting in there now.
Huh? I haven't gone out to check yet.
Then why don't you go out there and have a look inside?
What the hell is this all about?
Just go and look. If you don't, you're really going to regret all of this.
Hey, what the hell is this? Why is this picture sitting in here? When were you able to take it?
Are you surprised by that? I happened to have someone go out and follow you after I got some bad feelings about you.
You're lying, right?
I have other pieces of evidence from as far back as 6 months ago.
You've known about this for that long?
Do you want to see things from even further back because 6 months ago isn't the furthest? I happen to have audio recordings of you guys as well. Conversations the both of you have had in hotels together, and well, not just conversations, if you know what I mean. The person I hired to investigate you really did fantastic work for me.
Crap.
When they came back to me with the first round of pictures, I was in complete disbelief, especially at the fact that the woman you've been with this whole time happens to be Mindy. And when I really start to think about her, she's in her 30s as well now, right? What was this about me being too old for you again? Come on now, think about how I feel now. I have been friends with Sammy ever since the two of us were in school together. And weren't you the one that introduced her to a man that she could perhaps marry before? Well, I suppose she wanted you more than anyone else, or maybe it's the other way around.
Yeah, and I should have never bothered with any of that introduction crap before and just told her she could marry me instead. I really regret that I was never able to be with her sooner and had to suffer with a wife like you by my side for years and years.
I'm sure that's not what you need to be worried about right now.
Huh?
Please don't make me say this all the time to you. Do you really think of me as that dense of a woman? Both you and Sammy have been wanting to use me for my money this whole time now, right?
Ah! Why are you going off the rails once again with crap like that?
Come on, Mike. I have evidence of this as well. Remember how I said I have audio recordings? What's this about her telling you that if you don't have the money for what you want, you can always get someone else to pay for you? I guess the both of you don't have the money to make your own house, huh?
Yeah, that's right. I only married you in order to get you money, and that's the only reason why. I wanted to give this brand new house to Sammy as a present. I've been putting up with you for the past 10 years, all in order to get to your savings and have you pay for that wonderful house for us.
Why are you making it seem like you were the one that had to go through so much pain and trauma this whole time with me? You always acted like you never cared about me, which sort of makes it look as though you were never struggling. Well, anyway, I have a ton of evidence of you cheating on me with her, and I'm going to make sure you pay me back for that.
Freaking witch! Speaking like you're better than the breadwinner of the house. I guess I have no choice now but to pay that settlement you ask for. But I'll be the one getting this brand new house, so I think this is all a fair trade in the end. It must suck for you to watch all those savings of yours go to someone like me and Sammy now, right? I'm expecting a present from you as a housewarming gift later, as we will be living in a beautiful new home.
How much longer are you going to act like you have the upper hand here?
Shut up. I'm gonna sign all these divorce papers and hand them in right away.
Well, before you go through with that, can we talk about one last thing? I've noticed that this whole time you've been talking as though you will never fall to someone like me, and that you're the best man that's ever walked the earth. So does that mean you haven't really been listening to anything I've said to you?
I'm getting tired of all this. We've talked about all of this enough now, and I think it's time you just leave me alone.
Mike, you always were wanting to get a divorce from me for a long, long time now, right? You would always threaten me with it whenever I wasn't doing as I was told by you, or when I wouldn't hand you some extra money to go out and spend on yourself. But listen here, I've always been wanting a divorce from you, Mike. I just never wanted to go through with one because it would sadden my mom, and I didn't want to see her like that. You remember that my mom is a single parent, right? She has been ever since I was in school. When I lost my dad back then, things became really stressful for me, and soon I started to become all depressed and, well, sort of a lost cause. And this only led to more strife between my mom and I, where we'd be fighting pretty much every single day, and that put a huge gap between the two of us.
And that's why she ended up raising a half-baked woman like you. Had you never had any money to offer me, then I would have never married you, because there is no other benefit to you being my wife.
You really have to keep commenting like that while I'm talking? You're worse than a middle schooler, Mike.
Shut the hell up.
Now, let me get back to my story here. When I was in my final year of high school, my mother collapsed due to stress and had to go to the hospital. And when I went into the hospital room to see her, I finally understood what happened. She ended up collapsing due to all the stress she had trying to raise me. She wanted to make sure I ended up all right and would work herself hard every day to make money that would never end up going to herself. That day, in that hospital, I learned to no longer fight with her, and after that, I changed from this gloomy and upset girl into someone who wanted to try just as hard as my mom.
I see. So, how does this have anything to do with me?
I don't want to disillusion my mom. She was so happy back when she found out that I was getting married to you. So if I were to tell her that I was getting a divorce from you, that might completely break her heart, and maybe even make her collapse again under the stress. That's why for so long I've been dealing with you, and with the fact that you've been cheating on me with a friend of mine, alright? Can you see now that I have not been attached to you in any way for some time now?
What is this? Are you trying to act all tough now?
I'm just telling you the truth. If you are going to keep acting like a total jerk to me, then I'm going to stop putting on this mask and get real with you.
Well, I don't really care how you act now. You've gone and wasted both of our time now, and that's what makes you such a lost cause. I want you to be gone for good, and then this new house can be all mine.
I'm already single, Mike. You still thought you were my husband or something?
When did you divorce me?
A while ago. I'd say before I even started to have the house built.
What the frick? How?
You don't remember anything? A long time ago, you had threatened me with divorce and were waving around the documents that you had filed out right in front of my face. You thought that your threat was going to work out for you? Having all that information ready for me long ago really helped.
I don't remember any of that!
You thought I was just going to shut up and do as you told me when you were both cheating on me with my friend and wanting me to pay for the brand new house to be built all by myself? And as for the new house, I put my name down as the name on the place, of course. You told me before that your name is on the house, but who was it that did all the paperwork for the house before the construction started, lol? You never even came around to have a look for yourself at any of the paperwork, which made things so much more easy for me, lol.
Why would you do something like that without ever telling me?
Mike, where are you right now?
Where am I? I just finished talking with the moving agency about getting all my things and having them moved over to the new house.
So in other words, you're telling me you've planned on moving into a stranger's house and will live there now? You're going to be arrested for trespassing then.
What? You can't do that!
Are you going to tell me you never knew anything about this? Didn't you know that before you were able to move into the house, the owner of it needs to be handed paperwork proving that the house is indeed theirs?
When I went to the viewing after it was built, I was never told anything, so I assumed I could start living there.
That doesn't mean you can just move right in after. It's scary how little you know about this stuff. The whole point of that house viewing is to work with whoever's in charge and see that everything in the house was done properly. When you went there, nobody was even in the house, right?
But on that day, I guessed... well, yeah.
I told you a lie so that you wouldn't be there when everyone else was. Thankfully, you believed what I told you. By the time you went over to see the house for yourself, I had already gone through all the paperwork and signed my name on it all. Man, you really wanted to hide everything going on from me, but it turns out that I was the one hiding everything from you. I made sure to keep you in the fog this whole time, all in order to get you to be as screwed as possible.
You! You think you could just get away with this?
But you thought you had me in the bag, and that you could get away with it all, right? If you don't hurry up and get whatever you've brought over to that house already, and yourself out of there right now, I'm going to call the police.
I'm not messing around anymore! I've already started to put half of my things into this house, so I can't just clean it all up right away! And Sammy was so happy about today!
You think I care? That's not your house that you've just trespassed into. I have a couple of strangers trying to move into my new house right now, and it's making me feel terrible. I'm serious, all right? If you guys and your things are still there by tomorrow, I'm calling the cops.
For Christ's sake!
And just to make sure that you couldn't run away from all of this, I made sure to call and talk with your parents. They both told me they are infuriated with you and will not be sending you any more money after this. It's crazy to think that two very well-behaved and educated people like them could have given birth and raised one of this world's most rotten men. You're not going to be getting any help from them now paying off the settlement. Are you going to be okay having to borrow so much money now?
What? Why would you do something like that? How did you know about them giving me money?
I just had to do a little searching was all. And honestly, when it came to the cost of living and things like that, I've been the one paying for it all as long as you've lived together with me. Of course you'd know that though, since you forced that responsibility on me. And when it comes to all my savings, well, that's all been put into the new house, right? All because you really wanted that house for you and Sammy. You've really gone and done a lot, and it's going to come right back and bite you in the butt now.
You've gone and done all this unnecessary stuff! You really are such a freaking witch, aren't you? I hate you!
Why should I have had to put up with someone as rotten as you? Stop trying to act like you did nothing wrong. I've seen everything you'd been up to, and only choose to not tell you what I saw going on. Had I not chosen to divorce you long ago and let you continue to take advantage of me like that, you would have tossed me aside and taken all my money, the new house and the old house, and ran, right? So what I've done was all in order to maintain my ground and make sure that I didn't get screwed in the end by you. You can say that I was in the wrong for doing all of that, but you'd be the only person ever thinking that to be the case.
Do you not feel horrible for keeping the divorce and you signing your name onto the house a secret all this time? Do you not have a freaking soul?
You're asking me that? I suppose I am a pretty strong woman to marry, and I happen to have a rough past of being a jerk to my mom and being a lost cause. But as I grew up, I learned to be a nice person to those that treated me nice. And when it came to those that did not treat me nicely, well, I had to stop caring about them. Now how about instead of sitting here blaming me for everything, you take a moment and look at the kind of trash you've done and change your ways for the better.
Crap! You think that just because you happened to divorce me a while ago, you get to talk to me like this? I need to talk to you in person right now, or else you won't get the message! Hey, where are you right now?
I have no reason to see you. You already acted like there was no reason before for the two of us to meet up and talk in person, right? It's not okay for a full-grown adult to change their mind like that after saying something completely different.
Shut the hell up!
You think getting upset at me is going to make me listen to you? Ah, now that I've just thought of it, how is the house you got from your parents doing? Was it already turned upside down like you said?
Huh? I told you that right after you got out of that house it would be done! Ah!
Wow, so that really must mean that the house is gone now. You had the house you were still living in torn down, and the land sold already. That's so sad, lol.
Why are you doing this to me? I expected to be living in this new house with Sammy and told her to handle the paperwork to have my old house torn down and sold.
I don't care about what's happened with you two. What? You had someone else handle that kind of work for you? Can you do anything on your own, Mike? Man, that poor Sammy is going to be married to a child soon.
Who the hell cares about what I can and can't do right now? I need to go tell her to stop all of that right away! Wait, I'm not able to get a hold of her right now. She hasn't spoken to me since yesterday, but I just thought she was busy with all of that.
Oh, did you think you could get in touch with her just then? I think that she's gone ahead and deleted everything on her phone at this point so that nobody can contact her.
Why would she do something like that?
Well, I went over and had a little talk with her parents about what was going on. I had been friends with her since before high school, and I so happened to still be in touch with her parents.
Did you go over there and threaten her?
I was just giving her parents the evidence that she had been with you while you cheated on me, and after having a chat with them on the phone recently, they told me that they brought their daughter home and took her phone away from her. It's crazy to think that you wanted her to help you out with getting rid of your old house when she hasn't even married you yet. Uncool.
What the? That's Trisha! I messed up big time here!
Do not call me by my first name anymore, please. You and I are not anything to one another, so I'd rather you call me by my last name or nothing at all.
Please, could you forgive me for this? I made so many mistakes now, and I'm sorry. Look, I've finally come around to understanding this. If I don't have you around me, then I can't do anything on my own.
Well, you're not wrong about that.
Right? So let's start all of this over and get back to being a good couple. You can even keep all the things I've moved into the house and we can use them. I don't think we'll ever have to see or hear from Mindy ever again. So you can come over right now and we can make up.
No way, Mike. However, if you really want me to forgive you, then show me just how sincere you are.
What? What do you want me to do?
I want you to come to me and get on your hands and knees.
Huh?
I want you on your hands and knees in front of me, and then I want you to apologize for the list of things you did wrong.
Crap! You think because you have me in your grasp, you can make me do something as demoralizing as that? You're talking to a man right now, so you have no right to tell me to get on my hands and knees in front of you, you annoying old witch!
Well, there we go. You haven't changed a bit.
Wait!
And just like that, I can see your apologies were all bullcrap. You haven't learned a thing from any of this, have you?
I'm just pissed off because you keep talking down to me like I'm some kind of a dog!
Well, I'm not wrong to talk down to you like this. I happen to think you are just like a dog, as a matter of fact. The moment something happens that you don't like, you show your teeth and begin to bark.
You think you can really compare me to an animal? Hey, you come out here right now! Hey! Stop screwing around!
So you've come all the way to my mom's house now? You really are a persistent little butthole. Could you stop banging on the front door like that? You're going to start causing trouble for all the other people living in this apartment complex. I suppose this means you're not here to say sorry to me and ask for my hand in marriage again?
I've had enough of that crap from you. Now get out here and see me!
Shut up! You want me to tell you this again? You want me to tell you that I'll call the police again?
Ah!
So, you have anything else to say to me?
I really messed up. I've thought about all that I've done. Seriously, I have. I've just been really stressed out, and all of that yelling at you just now was because of that. I'm gonna break up with Sammy, and then I'm gonna give you back all the money I've taken from you. I'm going to apologize to you, so please, if you won't forgive me, then where am I gonna go and live? I've already gone and had the old house taken care of, and my parents are pissed about that.
Wait, you never talked with your parents first before having that house torn down? Wasn't that house built by your parents long ago? It had so many memories in it for them and you.
Well, because I thought they'd be happy about the new house we had built, and I wanted to keep everything a secret from them until after moving into the new place.
You really are the worst at everything. Do you even care about anyone else's feelings besides your own? I guess not, or else you would have never done all the selfish crap you've been doing. I'm going to be blocking you now. And having to look at your contact in my phone just upsets me even, so I'm going to delete everything. Goodbye. My ex-husband finally paid me the settlement I asked for, but to do so, he had to take out a large loan, putting himself in even more financial trouble. At work, the job he had fought for years to secure after a long history of irresponsibility, he started making more and more mistakes. Everything that had happened had left him shaken, and his boss, already critical of him, only came down on him harder. It got to the point where he couldn't take it anymore. Rather than wait to be fired, he quit. Now, he has no steady income. Just the occasional part-time job that never lasts. His parents disowned him completely, cutting off all contact, and Sammy, the person he thought would always be there, has never reached out again. He also lost his house, letting it be demolished and the land sold, which has left him in an even worse position. With nowhere to live, he's resorted to sleeping under bridges or spending nights in 24-hour fast food places when he can get away with it. Meanwhile, I fully furnished my new home, filling it with brand new furniture and appliances, and my mom and I have settled in. It's a fresh start, but knowing that my ex had been in this house, even for a short time, still bothers me. I can't shake the feeling that his presence lingers in some way. For now, I'll just have to live with it, but maybe one day I'll repaint the walls, change the flooring, anything to make it feel like a place where Mike never stepped foot. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.